So I finished a part of my top. Can you see how it looks? And working like this, as we work in rows, so we turn after all each of our round, chain one and turn. It's not only for the straight line as I have here. You can see it's really almost invisible and it's straight. This is the idea. But it's also for the nice texture that gives to our top. Okay, it's not the same thing when you work in round. The same stitch is not the same thing. Yes, when you work in rounds as we worked here, yes, okay, we have double crochets, but it's the same idea, you can see. And when we worked as we worked in rows, okay, so chain one and turn, it's a really nice texture that gives to our top. Now what I want to say and to show you, it's I put here a little bit of a sleeve, just 3 rounds, because I want short sleeves. You can just go on and work mid sleeves or as you wish, as you want, but I just put a little bit here. Okay, so this is my little sleeve, and I want to show you how to do it. Now, underarm, we begin underarm with the slip knot, of course, and we will work on our my 12 chains here that I have, where I worked this chain of 12, okay? But I don't want to work only into the remaining chain here, but into the stitch, okay, the stitch that we worked for the first round of the body, okay, the stitch is here. So I will show you. Really insert the hook into the stitch, okay, like this, because if you work only into the chain, you'll have ugly holes, and we don't want. So I will work it with the double crochet. So this is my first, this is my second stitch, and as you can see, I'm trying to work into the stitch. Okay, this is my third. Am I into the stitch? No, I'm not. Like this. Okay, now I am into the stitch 3. Now this is my fourth. Okay, so here is my stitch. I am trying to work into it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. I will put one more here into this stitch, and now I want to work the pattern for the sleeve here that I have. So 3 double crochets and plus 2 front post double crochet. So where are my 1 2 3 here? 1 2, which is actually will be around the stitch, not into the stitch. And I am trying to insert the hook into the stitch again and not around it. Okay, because if I work around it, it's not good. Okay, and this is my third. And now I am ready to work all my pattern as it is. So front post 1 and 2, then my 3, oops, 1, 2, 3, and then again my front post. Okay, let me finish this part, which is easy, and then I show you how to finish here. Okay, so I finished my pattern here on the upper part, so this part, and now I want to work, can you see these two front posts from the body? So around of the first one I will work one like this, one front post, and I want to work one more around of the second one, so like this. Okay, and now here I will work one more stitch, one more double crochet and slip stitch into the first. Okay, now that's it. So the idea is that you have to put here, it's a little bit difficult because there is not a rule, it's just you work your underarm stitches that you have, the chains that you put when you divide it, and this is clear, and then on the parts here 1 and 2 you put one or two more stitches on one side and one or two more stitches on the other side. So this is the idea. Now I put 1 and 1, so I have 14 stitches here plus the pattern on the upper part. And now what I want to do is just to work 2 more rounds as they are, so I work the stitches as they are. So where I have double crochet I work double crochet, and where I have front post I work front post. Of course here I will work 2 front posts. Okay, so I will work the stitches as they are, and for 2 more rounds. But if you want to go on, so this will be a short sleeve, but if you want to go on and to make a mid sleeve or long sleeve, then you have to work the same pattern here too. So after you did the first round you have to put the same pattern, so 3 double crochet plus 2. And if you don't have enough stitches, I suggest you to make a decrease to achieve the right number of stitches, because actually the pattern is on 5, so 2 front posts plus 3 double crochets. But I will show you maybe in another tutorial, I will explain it to you better how to create these things, how to make them to be well done. Okay, but for now I just want to show you this summer top, and this summer top I want to make it like this with short sleeve. Of course you can add 2 or 3 more rounds if you want to, like this. Okay, so with the double crochet and the pattern with the front posts on the upper part. So for 2 or 3 more rounds it's okay, but if you really want to continue on with the long sleeve, as I said, you need the same number. Or to be easier, you just can go on with the double crochet or with the half double crochet, okay, for the entire sleeve, and then you don't have problems. But don't forget to chain 1 and turn after all rounds. Okay, so actually we find a solution if you want to go on and work a long or a mid sleeve. Okay, so work with the half double crochet all around, and you can continue on for the length that you want. Okay, I just want to work 2 more rounds and I will be ready with my sleeve, with my sleeves actually, because I completed or already completed this one. And I will be back to show you how to make the last part of the top. So now, if you worked all your body part until you reach the until you reach your waist line, you have to divide your total amount of stitches in 2 parts, equally parts. So I have 154 stitches all around, and I will divide it in front side and back side, 77 and 77. Okay, now put your top like this with, and I put here a marker, and then I counted 77 stitches, and then I put the marker here. Okay, I cut the yarn here where I had the joining point here of the rounds. Okay, and now I want to begin to work my first part of 77. Okay, I'm here. I will take off the marker and work 77, but double crochets, not half double. So I chain 1 and work my first double crochet here, and I go on and work my 77 double crochets. Then I will be back to show you how to go on, what you have to do for this bottom part of your summer top. Okay, so really easy. I worked all my 77 double crochets and 1 chain where I put my marker, 1 chain. Then begin working your last 77, your next second half, okay, of your stitches. Mine are 77. So I just show you. Okay, so these are my 77. Now chain 1, just chain 1, and into the very next stitch begin with your next part of 77 of the second half of your stitches. Okay, now go on all around with your second half, and where you are into the very last, work your very last stitch and chain 1 and then slip stitch. Okay, so actually what we want to do is to make a chain 1 in between the 2 halves, chain 1 on one side, chain 1 on the other side, dividing like this the 2 halves, the back side and the front side of our summer top. So that's all. Okay, for this first round of the pattern, then I will be back to show you how to what you have to work into the chain 1. So I finished my round and I have 1 chain on one side, 1 chain on the other side. So actually I divided my back side and my front side with 1 chain on one part on one side and 1 chain on the other side. Now what I want to do in this chain, 2 chains that I have, I will work 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, so a V stitch into the chain 1, and I will go on like this for the length that I want for my top. Okay, so 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet when you reach the chain 1. Of course, with each of your rounds, with each round added, you'll have on the front side 2 more stitches added, and on the back side 2 more stitches added, of course, because we actually are increasing. Okay, so in this we'll have, as you see, and this will create a really nice effect for our bottom part of the top, summer top. Okay, so just go on. I will work my first 77 now on the second round, and I will show you, but it's really easy. I think it's clear. Okay, I will show you what I'm how you have to work into the chain 1. Okay, so I reach my chain 1 space, and into the chain 1 space I will work, as I said, a V stitch, a V stitch, V. Okay, so double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, and put again the marker because it's easier to work. Okay, and then go on and work the other part of your blouse, summer top blouse, I don't know, it's more a blouse than a summer top, a short sleeves blouse, I think. And then into the last chain 1, first off slip stitch, you just double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the chain space, and all you have to do is to go on like this. When you reach the chain 1, just work into the chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, both of them, both chains, and you'll see what a nice effect it will give to your top. So now I will just go on with the same pattern for at least 10 rounds, just to create the effect, the pattern. So if you want to see something, at least 10 rounds, and that's it. This is the pattern. I hope you like it. There is another thing. If you don't want to put this chain 1 and to work like I do, you can just go on with your length that you need with half double crochet, and then for the border, the bottom border, you just recreate this pattern. So 2 double front post double crochet plus 3 front post double crochet, so there are 5. Maybe you have to put some more to increase a little bit to create the multiple of 5 and to work I don't know, as many as you wish rounds, of course, if you want it larger, your border, or smaller, I don't know. Okay, so this is another idea. If you don't want, so if you will recreate the same pattern, okay, for the border, and it's nice, it will be lovely too. Okay, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you at the next tutorial.